Hello students, let's learn strategy for TISSNET with respect to quant and reasoning section. So let's proceed. People, first of all, the structure of the TISSNET 22, the mode of the exam, you know, it is online. It is 1 hour 40 minutes, that is 100 minutes. It is MCQ based. You're going to have 100 questions, 100 marks. It will be 1 mark per question, people. There is no negative marking. There is sectional cutoff is none, except you need to score 35% marks for your GK section. Right, people? The medium of the exam is English. Proceeding further. People, the pattern of 20, 21 and 22, it has been constant. Basically, the papers had 30 questions from English proficiency. Mathematics and logical reasoning is 30 questions. The level is easy to moderate. We'll solve a few questions here. And general awareness 40 questions, the level of which is moderate to difficult. Let's proceed to the detailed analysis of the mathematics and logical reasoning section, people. People, talking about 2021 actual TISSNET paper, there were 4 questions from basic arithmetic or numbers, time, speed and distance 2 questions, time and work 1, SI and CI 3 questions, geometry 3 questions, permutation combination 1 question. If you have a look at the level of difficulty, they all were easy except for TSD questions which were of the moderate level. Then probability 2 questions, logarithm 1 question, quadratic equation 1 question, statistics 1 question and sets 1 question. There were 20 questions in totality from the mathematics portion only, though the section is named as mathematics and reasoning section. Talking about the reasoning and DI, people, there were 4 questions on DI. It was a table which we can call from easy to moderate level, and there were 6 questions of logical reasoning. Primarily number series 3, clocks 1, calendars 1 and directions as 1 question. All of those 6 questions were relatively easy. So needless to say, out of the 30 questions breakup, the reasoning questions are relatively easy. There is lesser syllabus to be covered in reasoning section. So as far as your preparation is concerned, reasoning should be the one you should be thorough. Though in totality its proportion, its percentage is less, but it is relatively less time consuming in terms of preparation also and while attempting in the paper as well. So I hope you will take care of this while preparing for the exam. People, further, let's solve a few of the questions of actual TISSNET 21 paper. Here we go. Just have a look at the first question. The percentage increase in the area of rectangle, each side is increased by quarter of its length. People, I hope each of you know about it. Quarter means it is 1/4, 25%. Now, so we know there are 2 ways of solving this, people. One, if you take the original side to be 1, length also, breadth also, 1 into 1 is equal to 1, people. Now, when it is increased by 25%, it becomes 1.5 into 1.5 is equal to 1.5625. So people, 1 becomes 1.5625. The increase is 0.5625 on original value of 1, which in percentage terms will become 56.25. Right? So it is third option. People, proceeding further, you can apply what you learnt in percentage, successive changes x plus y plus xy by 100, where one value is taken as 25, other is also taken as 25. Solving it, you will get directly your answer as 56.25%. So if you are more of formula oriented person, you can apply the second one. If your calculations are good, you can apply the first method. Let's proceed. Here, Abhay can complete in 18, Balaram in 20, Chandan in 30, people. Then they worked. Chandan and Balaram worked for 2 days, and then Abhay will take how many days to finish the remaining work. Now, people, because Balaram and Chandan worked for 2 days, let's find their 2 days work. We know Balaram's 1 day work is 1 by 20. So Balaram's 2 days work will be 2 by 20. No, let me write 2 in the bracket. Now Chandan's 1 day's work is 1 by 30. So Chandan's 2 days work will be 2 by 30, people. So if you add both of these, what Balaram did and Chandan did, people, you can cancel here 15, 10. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15, LCM is 30, 3 plus 2, people, 5 by 30 or 1 by 6. People, if 1/6 of the work is done by Balaram and Chandan, we can say the remaining 5/6 of the work needs to be done by the first person, that is Abhay. So Abhay can do the complete work in 18 days. So for 5/6 of the work, he will take 5/3 is the 15 days. So people, 15 days, third option is your answer. Moving on. This question, read this people. Divided by Q leaves 21, double divided by Q, remainder is 13. So people, technically speaking, if you divide a number by a divisor, you get a remainder of 21. If you divide twice the number, you should get a remainder which is twice the original remainder. So people, 21 into 2 is 42. You should get a remainder of 42, but you have actually got 13. Now 42 must have been divided by what to get a remainder of 13 people? Can you say you must have subtracted 29 here, and 29 is a prime number, so you take 29 into 1, so 29 would have been subtracted. So that means 42 can only be divided by 29 to get a remainder of 13. So 29 will be the divisor in this case. This is all you need to do in order to answer this question, which is seemingly tough, actually simple. Moving on. The missing number, people, so it was a 3 by 3 matrix. So just have a look carefully. I think people who have memorized what we told them is easy. So 64 is what? This is 4 cube, 216 is 6 cube, this is 8 cube, this is 10 cube, this is 12 cube, this is 14 cube. People, this is 16 cube, this is 18 cube, and this is 20 cube. Now, I know some of you will not be knowing 18 cube, so you feel it's a tough question. People, it is not. You do not know 18 cube, but can you see 18 cube will have a unit digit as 8 into 8 into 8? So people, 8 into 8 into 8. Can you say 8 8s the 64 and 4 8s the 32? I am solving only its unit digit to let you know that only the first option can become our answer. So first option is your answer, 5 8 3 2. Okay, unit digit you can solve and get the answer. Moving on, for every 60 units that a minute hand moves in an hour, the hour hand moves. Now people, just logical question this is, if you have watched or seen a clock carefully, when the minute hand rotates, it rotates by 60 minute spaces. From 12 it reaches back to 12. What about the hour hand? Hour hand only moves either from 12 to 1 or from 1 to 2 or from 2 to 3. That is the minute spaces which the clock has been divided into. When minutes coverage is 60, the hour hand travels only the space which is equivalent to 5 of those units. 12 to 1, you know, in between we have 5 minute spaces. So 60 corresponds to 5 for the hour hours. So it is hour hand, so it is 5 units. Proceeding. Complete the series, people. Just have a look here. 6, 26, 126 and 626. Now people, 6 is 5 raised to power 1 plus 1, 26 is 5 square plus 1, 126 is 5 cube minus 1, 626 is 5 raised to power 4 plus 1. Sorry, I kept on maybe saying wrong. So it is 5 raised to power 1 plus 1, 5 square plus 1, 5 cube plus 1, 5 raised to power 4 plus 1. Your answer will be 5 raised to power 5 plus 1. So 3125 plus 1 is 3126. Okay. After that, the 7th term in the series, people, series is given to you 5, 13, 29, 61 dash. Now what is the relation, people? 5 people into 2 plus 3 gives you 13. Now 13 into, let me just change the color so that you understand it better. 13 into 2 plus 3 gives you 29. Now 29 into 2 plus 3 gives you 61. This was the third term. Now 61 into 2 plus 3, it is 125, people. So this will be the 5th term. We have been given the 4th term. Then 125 into 2 plus 3, people, 253. This will be the 6th term. Minded, the question is asking from us the 7th one. So into 2 plus 3, 253 into 2 is 506 plus 3. So 509 is the 7th term. Sorry. So answer is the 4th option. Now this one, people, an article manufactured by a company. Part 2, 9 out of 100 are likely to be defective. So, people defective are 9 out of 100 in the first part and 5 out of 100 in the second part. Now, the question is, what is the probability that if you take the final assembled part which has both the parts, it will not be defective. So, it should not have the first component defective and it should also not have the second component defective. So, selecting a non-defective portion is 91 by 100 for part 1. Let me write it non-defective for you here, and 95 by 100 for the second part. Let me write this. Now, people, you want both of those, so just multiply. Table of 91, 91 into 5 is 945, 955, 45 is carried over, 91 into 9 is 819 plus 45, so 864. So, people, 4 decimals, answer is 0.8645, that is the second option. Okay. So, let us proceed. People, this is a question based on logs, very easy question if you have just a little knowledge about the logs. I am just solving the first part. So, it was log of A by B plus log of B by A. So, people, in log when you add, that is a situation when actually it is a multiplication. So, if I go back and club the two, it is log of A by B into B by A, and the right hand side was given to be log of A plus B. People, just solve this. Can you just understand that we can cancel it? It becomes log 1 is equal to log of A plus B, right. So, A plus B log is there on the both the sides, we can cancel that. So, answer is A plus B is equal to 1. Okay. Now, people, after that, this one, the surface area of the resultant cuboid when 5 cubes have been placed simultaneously adjacent to each other. People, you can say 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 taken 5 times. So, length of the cuboid becomes 25, breadth remains 5, height remains 5. Now, the formula for the surface area, it is twice of LB plus BH plus HL. So, people, 2 into 25 into 5 plus 5 into 5 plus 5 into 25. Just solve it. So, 125 plus 25 plus 125, it is 275, and twice of 275 happens to be 550. So, people, the second option is your answer. Moving on. People, DI set, we picked 2 questions from there. This represent the total balance overdues of primary agricultural credit societies of some selected states. For states are mentioned: Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana and India. Agriculture values are given, non-agriculture are given, others are given. In which state is a ratio? In which state is the ratio of agricultural to non-agricultural overdues the highest among the selected states? We have to take the ratio. So, let us take it approximately. First of all, it is Kerala. Now, Kerala, you see, it is 148,625 and denominator is 1030,589. You can say numerator is bigger, people, numerator is smaller, denominator is bigger, so it is less than 1. In the first go, I will only try to compare roughly. This is less than 1. Second option, Karnataka, 45,000 and 31. So, if I write 45 by 31, I am leaving 1000, this comes close to 1.5 ratio. Third is Gujarat, people. Gujarat is 32, so let me write it as 3,25,000 and denominator is only 5,000. I rounded off 4978, I took it as 5,000, 3 zeros I left from the agriculture, 3 digits I left from the non-agriculture. 325 by 5 is roughly 65. Last is Madhya Pradesh, 155, 12,000. So, people, we can take 155,000 and this is 12,000. So, this is roughly 30. You can say the maximum ratio happens in case of Gujarat. very easy. Just compare roughly. Here you guys can spend so much time, that is technically a wastage in calculating the exact values. See, there is so much gap, 65, 13, 1.5, less than 1. No need to do the exact valuation, exact calculations. People, after that, this question, in the above table, which state shows the highest variability of overdue? So just see the variability, that is the maximum difference you try to see in agricultural, non-agriculture and others. Madhya Pradesh, if you see 155.5, so this change is roughly 1,50,000, roughly. People, for Kerala, this is 148, 10,30,589. You can see 10,30,589 and 148. So this difference is very close to 9 lakhs. A little less than that, but this is very big as compared to Madhya Pradesh. Going to Gujarat, 3 to 4 this and this. People, this difference you can see 3,25,000 and roughly 5,000. So this is very close to 3,20,000. Lastly, it is Karnataka, 45,000 and 7,000. So this is roughly 38,000. So people, you can see the maximum variability in overdues becomes in case of Kerala, with where this is close to 9 lakhs, right people. So people, this was it in terms of analysis from our parts. I'll very strongly suggest you all to go through this and try this paper wholeheartedly after revising the concepts, and I hope this is really going to prove very beneficial to you. Thank you so much people. Happy learning.